Hey guys, welcome to Big Man Gaming. So today is really exciting because this will be the first day of my new series. This series should be just be the first series on my first channel. Really excited. To this series, I will be playing through Calamity Mod on Expert Mode, all classes. I'm not gonna challenge myself at very much. I'll try to do all bosses. So let's see how it goes from there. So I'm gonna get everything set up here. And I don't think you want to see that. It's pretty boring. So it'll be a bit of a jump cut, but when I'm back, I should be all set up. So see you guys then. So guys, I'm back, and this should be the general starter house. So as of right now, I have the merchant and the guide moved in, and I'd like to do some cave exploring to try to find some accessories. It's like the cloud in a bottle, climbing claws. That's that kind of thing. We'll see here. I'll get back to you when I get to it. Okay, so I died to a Wolfram Gyrator. So that's not a big deal. I will just have to pick up where I was. So I think I'm going to go the other way. I didn't find any caves. I also didn't go very far. And if you're wondering, yes, these are not caves. They usually don't have much in them. Not really worth exploring. This is a giant tree. Obviously. I think I'm just pointing out the obvious things. Oh, I need those. Okay. So yeah. I'll get back. I will a bit of a jump cut. Once I get to the cave, I'll be back. I died again, but I will be exploring further right because it seems to be better. But eventually I'll get the entire world explored, and I'll take you with me this time. So what I'm doing right now is I'm basically just walking for the cave. So when you very first start off Terraria, this is the kind of thing that you do. You chop down some wood, you go find caves, go find some accessories. The first boss could be very soon. I don't know if I'm skilled enough to attempt that yet. We'll have to see. Hopefully I won't die again, because it's hard, especially in expert mode, which I'm playing. There are 2 difficulties above what I am right now, but I'm not good enough for those. So we're just gonna stick with expert mode for now. There'll be a lot of stuff that will be missing. There'll be quite a few jump cuts for this series because I have the feeling I'll be dying quite a bit, and there's gonna be a lot of really grindy, boring parts. And these guys, by the way, very difficult. They recently, just the new Calamity Mod update actually, got added. Lots of them got added. Before it was just Wolfram drones and Wolfram slimes. And that's the whole crew, which makes them a lot more difficult. But yeah. So, yep, on my way, just gonna go find a cave here pretty quick. Starting to get nighttime, a little bit nervous about walking around at nighttime, especially this early on. Alright, it's officially nighttime. I heard the music change. Let's try to not die to some zombies here. Oh, first chest. Let's see what's in it. What's in it? Look at the spear. Okay, spear's a good weapon. That's pretty good. Apologize if I'm a bit spastic or I got gaps in what I'm saying. I'm not good at this yet. I'll be getting better, hopefully. Hopefully we'll be making improvements. But yeah, for just stick with it. Hold on. Hang on for the ride. It might be a bumpy one for a little bit, but appreciate you staying here. Appreciate you subscribing and watching. Even if you don't subscribe, it's just happy that you watched. Okay. No accessories so far, huh? Weird. Probably should be grabbing the chest. I might on the way out. I'm not gonna waste a recall on just getting out of a cave, I don't think. Especially because it's not. Oh boy, this would be fun. Here we go. Oh, see, that zombie with the arm right there is not something I can get hit by because he does, like, yep, that. Just loads and loads of damage. Demon eyes are useful, but not very common, and they hit really hard, so I gotta watch out for those guys. If you're wondering, yes, I started off with quite a bit of stuff because of the starter bag that Calamity Mod gives you at the beginning, which I really appreciate. It's really nice. And if you're playing just Calamity Mod, some of the item progression might be a little bit different for you. A big one is definitely the Hermes boots upgrades. Those seem to change a little bit. So instead of going straight from the instead of going straight from lightning boots to the blue tracers, I forget what they're called. It goes from lightning boots to a special. Ooh, life crystal. First life crystal right here. Booyah. Alright. Makes you feel a little bit better. Not much, but a little bit. Helps out. So if you're playing Terraria on console, I don't know for sure, but maybe you guys have Moonlord. I'm not 100% sure. If not, it will be very soon. I'm hoping you guys do, because Moonlord is a very, very awesome boss. It's difficult the first time you do it. Until you learn this pattern, it's very difficult. But after you learn it, it gets fairly easy. You just gotta learn how to do the technique. And my recommendation in terms of a arena for that guy, for the Moonlord, is just a long flat arena with, like, you want the bottom to be 3 blocks. 3 blocks, so you want a row of solid blocks above you. 3 blocks down, you want a row of platforms. Flare gun, really? Ugh. Okay, I'll get back. It's a bit of a jump cut. When I get my first accessory, I'll be back. So, this is a Pinky. This is one of the rare creatures in Terraria. It is not super powerful. It's got a lot of health for a slime, but you'll notice it doesn't do pretty much any damage whatsoever. It does 1, which is not very significant in terms of damage for a slime. Like the blue slime and the yellow slime you see above me. Yellow slimes are some of the more powerful ones, which I'm thankful that he's stuck up there, because I'm just fighting this one. But this is one of those rare mobs you'll find. There's a few of them, but yeah, look at that. Let's see, there's a bunch of stuff. These are used for trading in with one of the NPCs I'll get later on, and this is used for special crafting. But okay, back to what I said before. I'll get back to you when I find an item. There should be a chest over here. I'll look at that one. So yeah, see you then. Okay, so I got a magic mirror with this golden chest, which is a good item. Basically, what it does is it allows me to teleport home at any time without costing me anything. So I don't have to use recall potions, which I have a limited amount of, and I can just go home whenever I feel like it. Like, if I'm in the middle of a crazy swarm of enemies, I just use the magic mirror and I teleport home. No cost to me. Nice, quick, easy escape. Here's another one. You guys go along with this one. So, see what this one is. If it's a Hermes Boots, oh, it's a Band of Regen. Sure, I'll take that. So the Band of Regen, obviously, helps you regenerate life a lot faster than you normally would. Throwing knives, they turn into... oh. Not stuff I think I'll need right away. A flare gun, I don't need that flare gun, I just need my weapon back. So, yeah. Lots of jump cuts this episode. I apologize. I don't know. How do I explain this? The first few episodes will be pretty uneventful. So yeah, I'll get back to you when I probably find Hermes Boots. That's what I'm going for. So, see you then. So I died again, but not a big deal. Actually, if you see on my mini-map up here, I actually discovered a glowing mushroom biome. That's my first one yet. So all of the stuff that I got. So I got this enchanted boomerang, very useful, very good tool. I found iron anvil, which I will chuck up there. I got some kegs. I got some more chests. I'll put these over here. Some more chests down. What else? Yeah, that's the majority of what I got was those kind of things, but I'll keep those in my inventory. So today, it was pretty interesting. So my sister's friend came over today, and they had a pretty good time. We all went down to the beach, pretty close to where I live, and we all had to swim. And then we went to a restaurant I feel like a lot of Americans at least would know about, and that is Taco Bell. Not everybody likes Taco Bell. If you don't know, judgment. I personally am a huge fan of Taco Bell. I might die to this drone here. First, I'm a huge fan of Taco Bell. I'm not gonna knock you if you don't like it, but one of my personal favorites. I got, not that it matters, but I got the chicken, I forget what they're called, special chicken like taco things. They weren't quite taco shells, they were a little bit different, but really good anyways. We went swimming at the beach, and the water was decently cold, but whatever, we had a pretty good time. And then, just recently we got back, and I started recording. Got a little bit of tweaking on my software done, made sure everything was all lined up, and yeah, here we are. So, still on the hunt for, oh boy, you got a jungle. Jungles are really hard when you play early on. You'll notice that if you play, yeah, when you very first start playing, jungles are quite difficult. But no, oh, this guy's probably gonna kill me. Oh, okay, I got him. So this boomerang is way underrated. It's really good. If you find it early on, use it a lot. It's a very good weapon, I think. If any of you are Terraria vets out there, you can 100% either agree with me or disagree, but I think it is one of the best starter weapons you can have in Terraria. It's pretty easy to find, and it does what does it do here? 13 damage per hit. Well, it's 13 damage with 0 defense, added defense on their part. But yeah, and it's fairly easy to find, and it's also useful because it generates some light when it flies. It used to be a lot brighter, and what I mean by that, sorry, I just hit my microphone. What I mean by that is in the earlier versions, so like 1.2, 1.1, it was a lot brighter, but it didn't do as much damage. So this is actually an interesting weapon. I don't know as I'll be using it very much. This is the Wand of Sparking though. It doesn't do much damage, doesn't use much mana either, so I kind of it's a good weapon if you're starting out mage. I don't do mage very well, so I won't be able to give very many pointers on that class setup. What I can tell you though is my personal go-to is always mage. It's a personal go-to. It doesn't have to be yours. It just happens to be mine. Okay, that's it. All right, back at it. What did this make? Okay, so this is that's decently easy to make. It's a pretty good weapon. Okay. That's Plantera. Plantera is a difficult boss, you will find. And if you're wondering, in order, this should be... Here, I wonder, I can filter out events here. Okay, so this is all the bosses in the game, including mini-bosses. So like the Illusionist is a mini-boss, hold on, I'm gonna die here if I'm not careful. I'm gonna add this because it gives me some defense. This is a Wolfram Rover, and these shards here. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been picking up these shards. They are part of a set of, just a set. This is all the things you can make with these shards, and the armor is hard to make. It's going to be expensive. Oh, frick! But yeah, the armor is difficult, and you need to make the armor. You need a rare drop. Maybe it's from these guys. I'm not sure. I don't know, but it drops from the same enemies, but you need to. Let's see. Okay, so it drops from the pylons. So it drops just from the pylons, which is. I don't know exactly where you find the pylons, but I will need to. I should probably figure that out here pretty soon. So, and if you're wondering, the mods I'm using right now, there's a bunch of them. I don't remember all of them, but I'm using Calamity Mod, Thorium. There's a convergence mod between them, which is why it will be a little bit different. So I can show you an example of a boss that'll be from. So a boss that'll be from Thorium. This is a boss that'll come from Thorium. this is from Calamity. So I will hopefully I'll try to point out if it's Thorium, Calamity, or Vanilla before a boss fight, and kind of give you like a general rundown of what I would do for the boss. Some of them I'm not good at yet, just new to the Calamity mod and Thorium stuff. But I can tell you that this final boss, this boss right here, has an insane amount of ammo, damage, and health and stuff. So I mean, you'd assume that the final boss of the entire game would be powerful, and you'd be right. It's very powerful. So yeah, well, I'll get back to you guys again. Sorry for all the jump cuts, but I'll get back to you when I get an accessory. Okay, so I died again. This seems to be a common occurrence here, but again, if you're playing brand new, it will be for a while a common occurrence. Not a big deal. See what this guy's selling. See if we can actually buy anything here. See what these guys got up for sale. Ooh. Oh no, a DPS meter. It's really good. I might sell a bunch of stuff to get it. I don't. No, actually, I think he can keep it. I don't need it. Well, although later on in the game, I will hopefully be purchasing tons of stuff from him, because he sells a good bit of stuff. But yeah, so a couple other mods I'm using is recipe. It's a recipe finder. So that's this. For example, I want to see what this makes, and it makes bars and copper plates and all kinds of stuff. So that's called, I forget what it's called, recipe browser. And then I have a mod on that allows me to have a special NPC that will sell me potions and things. So that's a very useful mod. I forget what it's called. I believe it's called the Alchemist NPC mod. It tells me potions, teleporters, all kinds of stuff. Another thing I have is boss cursor and a health bar. So boss cursor, when I'm fighting a boss, it will show a large cursor of basically them on my screen somewhere, and it will track them, and it kind of shows me how far away they are and where they're going, things of that nature. It gets a little bit repetitive. Sorry, I'm yawning. It gets a little bit repetitive and annoying. It gets a little bit, seems to get in the way a little bit when you're starting to fight final boss and stuff. But I mean, other than that, it's a very good tool to have. So if you're looking for a good alternative to just listen for the boss, use your boss cursor. It's very useful. You will not regret it, I promise you. So yeah, I'm gonna hopefully say, just for now, I'm gonna say screw it to the boy. Oh, this is not gonna go well. Hold on. Okay. The only downside to using the boomerang is if you miss, it takes a long time to return to you. So just keep that in mind whenever you're fighting, or whenever you're playing through your first time. Sorry if I make this seem really boring. It is a little bit boring, but it's very fun when you start to get into it. Like when you get to your first boss fight, it starts to get very, very interesting, very fun to play. So yeah, hopefully the first boss I will be fighting is the Grand Thunderbird. It is a fairly easy boss, but I'd like to be just to be safe, I'd probably like to be at my first ore armor, which that's not copper. I mean, that it is copper, but I'd like to be, second ore armor, which means probably a second tier ore armor. So I believe this one, it's iron for this game. Again, every time that you spawn in the game, so you can get, every time you spawn a new world, you can, I shouldn't have done that, but you can get 4 different ores when you first spawn in. So you can get either tin or copper, you can either get iron or oh boy, what's the second one? Sorry, it's something else. I'm having a brain fart right now. I'm trying to talk and kill this dude. These guys are like mini bosses at this point. They're not easy. And if you die a lot at the beginning, don't be surprised. Don't get discouraged just because you died a bunch at the beginning. It means nothing for how your later game is gonna go, because it completely changes. And just like you'll see when I actually start to get going. Right now, this is just a really slow crawl. So this first episode, I might. Oh, I died. Okay. Well, I think that's a good time to jump cut. Yeah, I'm gonna go make a bunch. This should be a pretty long jump cut. We'll see. I'm gonna make a bunch of improvements. Hopefully, get some armor. Hopefully, some other things, and I'll see you then. Okay, so I have a blood moon, which is one of the. Oh boy, I can't do that. Which is one of the many events that Terraria has. Blood moon is probably the first one you'll run into. The severed hands here are. Forget what the. Oh, they stick to your head. That's right. But they. Oh no, hold on. Okay, so I died. Yeah. So a blood moon when you very first start is very difficult because it allows zombies to open doors first of all, which is very difficult. So you'll see. Get back to my base. I'm going to board some things up here. Okay, so we have a boss. This is the first mini boss. His name is Patchwork. There it is. His name is Patchwork. Not easy. Not an easy boss. I'm really glad you cannot break doors and such. My only worry now is these guys and the eyes. Yep. Okay. But you see, he spawns little famished maggots. Just gross, but he should not be too terribly difficult here. I just have to block myself in basically. And just have enough room to throw a boomerang out. I don't know if this eye here can get in through this gap. Hopefully, okay, so I have a gap set up here. If he gets closer, I can hit him. You see, the blood moon spawns quite a few enemies, which is not good. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Okay, you're okay. Alright, I'm out of grenades. Bummer, man. Not great so far. We'll see if we can do any better with this thing. I wonder, could I use this? Okay, so might work a little better. It's a very, very slow process here. And if you're wondering, Patchwork is a bunch of zombies all stuck together. Is not a very pretty creature, I can tell you that right now. Okay, I'm going to not fight this. I'm just gonna wait for the nighttime to come because I don't think I'm prepared for this. So yeah, another jump cut coming up. Get back to you when it's over. Okay, so I actually did wind up killing Patchwork. The blood moon is still not over. I think the blood moon's about a depending on how good you are, it's like a 10-minute fiasco. I can't tell you for sure, but if you have, there's an item in the game that allows you to have day and night cycles basically at your fingertips, so you can choose whether you want it to be day or whether it should be night at the click of a button, really. So you don't get that until pretty far into hard mode, and obviously, and that's another thing too I should explain, is if you don't already know, some of you might not. Hard mode is what you get after you beat one of the bosses, or you've beat the Wall of Flesh, which is a pretty simple boss. I mean, it's a wall, so it's a wall with 2 eyes and a mouth, and the eyes shoot lasers and stuff. So it's not terribly difficult. Okay, so yeah, got some another rare character is what I got this from, but okay. So, time are we looking at right here? Okay. So I think this is all the time I have for this episode. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like, subscribe. I apologize that there was so many jump cuts and it wasn't the highest quality. Yeah, but if you enjoy, or if you enjoy the video and learn something new, please leave a like. You can leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, doesn't matter. All feedback is appreciated. All subscribers and likers are also appreciated. So you guys have a good day, stay safe, wash your hands. Don't let this pandemic ruin us, okay? Have a good one.